Okay, so we're just going to do a little behind the scenes of what happens when you download this Printable Stories bundle. You can already see like the cover, the thumbnails, all the stuff that's included. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up just one of them and kind of give you an idea of like what's actually inside when you download the PDF. There's 13 stories included in the bundle at this moment. I sometimes add more, like I've added 3 more in the past year, but it just kind of depends on what I come up with and that sort of thing. So we're going to look at the Unless You Dad story. This is based on a true story that I saw the news article for. I thought it was hilarious. I linked the news. There's like an interview with the people and that sort of stuff that like they were keeping these alpacas in their backyard and then they escaped. So I don't know. I think that after you do the story with your students, it would be absolutely fantastic to watch that video so they can be like, what? This is real? That's why I linked that in there for you. There's also color photos too in that link above, just in case you wanted to check that out. This is the actual story. Down in the bottom, I have vocabulary notes just for some things that they might need. However, I did include 2 versions of the story, one with the vocab notes added and one where you could add vocabulary or you could have your students add vocabulary just because, right, everybody's needs are a little bit different. So I thought that was kind of helpful to make it more flexible for you. And then there are 5 pages of activities. I know there's 8 different activities. So some of them have 3, some of them have 2, some of them have 1, just depending on how much space there was. But there's different things that you can do with the story to kind of stretch it out. So if you wanted to, you could just give them the whole packet and be like, here's the story, here's the things to do, go. There's an answer key included as well. But you could also just kind of like stretch it out, right? So you could do read the story and then do 1 page of activities and then kind of do a different reading activity and then use a different printable page to wrap up class the next day. You could really use this for a whole week if you wanted to kind of mix and match the activities throughout other reading activities like I have a whole bunch of blog posts on different reading activities. So if you need help with that, let me know. I am happy to share activities that you can do with any reading. Those are the kinds of things that I would do with this story, along with these printable pages that have the exact stuff that goes with that story. Okay, so hopefully that gave you kind of an idea of how this looks, right? Each of those 13 stories has a printable version of the story as well as several activity pages. You could just print them off and use them as subplans. You could print them off and use them as like the star of a whole unit. You could just throw them in your FER library, like the one for Pi Day and the one for St. Patrick's Day. You might not want to do like a full unit on Pi Day, but it might be kind of fun to print it off and throw it into your FER library to give your students that choice. As always, if you have any questions, if you need anything, maybe you know where to find me. I guess, I don't know, just in case, you can drop me a comment down below. You can click reply to any of my emails, or you can come find me on social media and just send me a DM. I am so happy to help you if you need anything at all. Hopefully this was kind of helpful to see just kind of what does this look like? What can I expect? How is this set up? There you go. All right. Again, if you need anything, just let me know. Bye.